Want to get creeped out? I want to explain what the Three Kings ritual is, but if you already know what it is, you can skip this video. The Three Kings ritual is a way to see the shadow side, but it has very explicit rules and instructions that need to be followed to a T. The shadow side is something that you probably brush up against all the time and you might just not know it. But basically, the way that I look at it is it's the other side of things, maybe a different dimension or realm where the paranormal and the supernatural and spirits exist. It's not inherently dangerous, but it's not inherently safe. The same as the world is now. Not every person you meet is a good person. Not every person you meet is a bad person. There's a few different reasons why someone might want to do a Three Kings ritual or something similar. One of the main reasons is because a lot of people want to see something. They want to know that the supernatural and the paranormal are something that exists. They want proof, and not for other people, but for themselves. The second reason is the purpose of the Three Kings ritual is actually meant to be for an enlightening experience. You essentially meet these different sides of yourself, one good, one worse. I don't want to say bad because we don't really know that it's bad. Whether these are parts of yourself or parts of someone else, some other spirit, I don't know. But these two different beings, they will challenge you and you might learn from them. Alternatively, you might have a really scary experience and wish you never did the ritual. I would personally never do the ritual myself, because I do believe that in a way, you might be inviting something in that you didn't mean to. But there's lots of people a lot braver than I. So let me explain the instructions and the rules of the ritual. You will need a very large and empty room, preferably without windows. If there are windows, make sure that you cover them up so that when you do the ritual, you will be in complete darkness. You'll need a bucket of water and a mug, a pack of candles, a lighter. You'll also need 2 large mirrors, 3 chairs, an alarm clock, or your cell phone, and don't forget to charge your cell phone. You'll also need a loved one to do this ritual with you, and a power object, which needs to be something from your childhood that meant a lot to you. If you don't have something from your childhood, you can use something that you got later on, as long as it's very meaningful to you. You'll start setup at around 11 p.m. The first chair, which you'll place in the middle, will be your throne, and it needs to be facing north. Place the other chairs exactly to the left and right, and make sure that they are facing your throne. These other 2 chairs are considered your queen and fool. Each chair should be about an arm's length away. Place the 2 large mirrors on the queen and the fool at a 90-degree angle so that they're facing the throne and where you'll be sitting. If you sit on your throne, you should be able to see out of your peripheral vision your reflection in the mirrors, but just barely. You can see it without turning, but you can barely see it, if that makes sense. Place the bucket of water and the mug directly in front of you, just out of reach. Place the fan behind you and turn it on low or medium, not on high. Turn off the lights, go to your bedroom, and leave the door to this room or to this basement open. Set the candle next to your bed with the lighter, set the alarm on your alarm clock or on your cell phone, and make sure your cell phone is charging. Set that alarm clock for 3:30 in the morning. Turn off the lights and go to sleep while holding your power object. Some people also place their power object under their pillow. Wake up at 3:30 in the morning, turn off your alarm, and don't turn on the light. You have exactly 3 minutes to light your candle, grab your cell phone and your power object, and make it to your throne. You should be seated by 3:33 in the morning. While you sit there, there is very strict rules. Do not look at the mirrors. Keep holding your power object and stay there until 4:34 in the morning. But before you get to your throne, look out for red flags. For instance, if your alarm didn't go off exactly at 3:30 in the morning as planned, abort the mission. If the door to the room that you're doing this ritual in is now closed, abort the mission. If the fan is no longer blowing, if it's been turned off, abort the mission. Now, there are backups to protect you during this ritual. The first backup is your fan. If something happens to you, like for instance, your body being moved, the fan should blow out your candle and stop the ritual. Your next backup is your loved one, who will start calling your name at 4:34 in the morning to let you know that you're done doing the ritual. If that doesn't work, backup number 3 is your cell phone. Your loved one will start calling your cell phone in hopes that you hear it and realize that it's time to stop doing the ritual. Backup number 5 is the bucket of water and the mug. If calling your name and calling your cell phone doesn't work, Your loved one will use the mug, grab some water, and pour it on you. And that should definitely help you get out of this ritual. Should. The last backup is your power object. It's from this object that you can draw your strength and comfort. Like I said, sometimes people do this and they have enlightening experiences, but sometimes they do this and they don't. See you next time.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit that little bell if you want to be notified when a new video is posted.